Oh, good, you're here. Okay, so this may sound a little bit funny, but one of my favorite things about the Bible is that it didn't come with pictures. And I believe that is because God gave us imaginations to help bring all of these stories to life. And that is exactly what I plan on doing right here with a little bit of paint, some ink, and a sketchbook. This is Sketchbook Bible Stories. This is where I plan on going through the entire Bible, mostly, chapter by chapter, telling the story of that chapter and drawing an illustration that goes along with it. And you can sit and enjoy the story and the illustration, or if you want to grab a sketchbook and a pencil and draw along with me, that is amazing too, because I believe that we are all created to create. I am so excited to share this journey through the Bible with you. And if you want to come along as we draw through the entire Bible, then do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button down below right now so that you don't miss a single episode of what is coming up. And when you get to the end of the video, if you loved it, then also hit the like button and share it with as many people as you can so that we can all go on this journey through the Bible together. So today we are starting at the beginning, Genesis 1, where it all began. So I think that means it's probably time to get started. If you're drawing with me, then grab your pencil and your sketchbook because it is time for Sketchbook Bible Stories. Genesis 1, the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth didn't have any shape and it was empty. Darkness was over the surface of the ocean. At that time, the oceans covered the entire earth, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. There was evening, and there was morning, and that was day 1. And God said, "Let there be a huge space between the waters. Let it separate water from water." And that is exactly what happened. God made the huge space between the waters. He separated the water that was under the space from the water that was above it. He called the huge space sky. And there was evening, and there was morning, and that was day 2. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place, and let dry ground appear." And that is exactly what happened. God called the dry ground land. He called the waters that were gathered together oceans. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce plants. Let them bear their own seeds, and let there be trees on the land that bear fruit with seeds in it. Let each kind of plant or tree have its own kind of seeds." And that is exactly what happened. The land produced plants. Each kind of plant had its own kind of seeds. The land produced trees that bore fruit with seeds in it. Each kind of tree had its own kind of seeds. God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, and that was day 3. And God said, "Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky. Let them separate the day from the night. Let them serve as signs to mark off the seasons and the days and the years. Let them serve as lights in the huge space of the sky to give light on the earth." And that is exactly what happened. God made 2 great lights. He made the larger light to rule over the day, and he made the smaller light to rule over the night. And he also made the stars. God put the lights into the huge space of the sky to give light on the earth. He put them there to rule over the day and the night. He put them there to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, and that was day 4. God said, "Let the waters be filled with living things, and let birds fly above the earth across the huge space of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the ocean. He created every living and moving thing that fills the waters. He created all kinds of them, and He created every kind of bird that flies. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them. He said, "Have little ones and increase your numbers. Fill the waters in the ocean, and let there be more and more birds on the earth." There was evening, and there was morning, and that was day 5. And God said, "Let the land produce all kinds of living creatures. Let there be livestock and creatures that move along the ground and wild animals. Let there be all kinds of them." And that is exactly what happened. God made all kinds of wild animals. He made all kinds of livestock. He made all kinds of creatures that move along the ground. And God saw that it was good. And then God said, "Let us make man in our likeness. Let them rule over the fish in the waters and the birds of the air. Let them rule over the livestock and over the whole earth. Let them rule over all of the creatures that move along the ground." So God created man in His own likeness. He created him in the likeness of God. He created them as male and female. God blessed them. He said to them, "Have children and increase your numbers. Fill the earth and bring it under your control. Rule over the fish in the waters and the birds of the air. Rule over every living creature that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I'm giving you every plant on the face of the whole earth that bears its own seeds. I'm giving you every tree that has fruit with seeds in it. All of them will be given to you for food. I am giving every green plant to all of the land animals and the birds of the air for food. I am also giving the plants to all of the creatures that move on the ground. I am giving them to every living thing that breathes." And that is exactly what happened. God looked around at everything that He had made, and it was very good. There was evening, and there was morning, and that was day 6. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. By the 7th day, God had finished the work He had been doing. So on the 7th day, He rested from all of His work. God blessed the 7th day, and He made it holy. He rested on it. After He had created everything, He rested from all the work He had done. And that is where it all began. It's such an amazing story, but I think the thing that I love the most is that it doesn't say exactly how everything happened, just that God spoke and then there was stuff there. But I like to think that there's this in between where God crafted everything and made it all exactly how He wanted it to be. That maybe He spoke and all of these pieces came up and then He worked with them and made the flowers a little brighter, or the trees a little greener, or this animal a little furrier, or stretched out the nose or the neck on another animal, and made it exactly how He wanted it to be. I know a lot of times when I'm working on a painting that it takes a while to get it to that point where you can look at it and go, "That's pretty good." And I think that is what happened when God was creating everything, that He had all of these pieces to work with, and that He crafted and He created and He made it exactly the way that He wanted it to be before He was able to sit back and look at it and go, "That is very good." And I love the fact that in all of Scripture, the very first thing that is recorded is God created something beautiful. Because I believe we're all created to create. So I hope you enjoyed our first episode of Sketchbook Bible Stories, and I hope you will come back and join us on the rest of the journey through the Bible. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and share this video with as many people as you can so we can all go on this journey through the Bible together. We'll see you next time.